the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded. Play the game like it's nothing. I'm always thankful for something. Don't take for granted, stay humble. Now
welcome back, guys. Winter is here. This fog is intense. So yeah, just keep your spacing, slow down, and we're gonna have a good week. Alright guys, we're at our pick. We are getting a shipping container going to Victor, Montana. Gonna make these Montana trips before the winter gets real bad. It's supposed to be snowing when I get there, but it's like 0.01 inches of waterfall or snowfall, so it's gonna be very minor. I'm not gonna have to chain up, but when it starts snowing heavy, there's like 5 times where I'm gonna have to chain up and take the chains off and then chain up, take the chains off. At that point, it's not gonna be worth it. So just gonna try to make these runs and maximize what I can while the weather's still kind of nice. All right guys, it's the morning. We're doing our pre-trip. Luckily the truck has a button that you can push inside and it cycles through all the lights, so you could just walk around and do your pre-trip. It's really nice, really convenient. So it does the brakes and the turn signals. The only thing it doesn't do automatically is the high beams, but besides that, everything else gets done. So it lets you walk around like this, visually inspect all the lights are on, and visually inspect that the lights are working. So doesn't get much better than that, guys. All right guys, we are getting in some night driving. Only highway. The sun will be rising here in about an hour, so just cruising on the highway. Should be fairly simple, fairly easy, not complicated. So don't recommend driving at night because it is harder to see, and if you're driving in town, it's hard to see those curbs, so you don't hit the curb when you're turning, or the sidewalk and all that. It's just easier to have depth perception and everything during the day. But we're just gonna cruise here on the highway for a little bit. Sun's gonna come up and it's gonna be good. We're gonna be good all the way till Montana. We'll see you there. All right guys, we're out here in Hagen, Montana, and second time through, and we're getting an inspection. Last time it was a paperwork inspection, now we're getting a level 1 inspection. So far I submitted all my documents to FMCSA with the comments of MT 2500. That sends the paperwork directly to them. Now she asked me to come outside, open up my gas or my fuel cap. She's gonna dip it, check for red fluid. She asked for my triangles and my fire extinguisher. So hopefully everything's good. Should be, but you never know. Alright guys, I made it out of Way Station Jail. I passed, I got my sticker. The lady was really nice. So yeah, it's almost like the same inspection you do to get your CDL. You have to do your light check and all that, and then check your tires, check your lug nuts, check your valve stems, and then check the trailer and truck for bad leaf springs, any cracks or broken welds in the trailer. Make sure all your connections are hooked up, and yeah, that was about it. Oh, and they also want to make sure that you have some kind of battery hooked up to your breakaway. So I opened up my my storage box and showed her my battery that powers that, and yeah, that was it. We passed. Did take like an hour. I did have to call the customer and let them know I'm going to be arriving near closing time for him, and he's understanding, and he said he'll be there waiting for me. So all in all, it's all good. The weather it's good down here. No snow, no rain yet, so everything's good. Alright guys, last night about 5 o'clock, it was getting dark. Dropped off that storage container. He owns like a storage unit, and he's getting a bunch of containers to be additions to his storage units. Plus the containers are larger than the units, so he's gonna be renting them out, building them up. He's got them built on level plat fill, or he's got them all leveled and everything, so water won't get in and all that. And the containers are new, so should be watertight, good against fires and all that stuff. So it's a pretty good business plan. I was lucky enough to book a load late last night. That was like 14 miles away from where it was, which is really nice. It was in Missoula, and it's 5,000 pounds, 40 feet long. It's just a couple of sticks of pipe. So I just got that loaded up, and we're going to Idaho Falls. I've never been to Idaho Falls, so it'll be nice to see the scenery and what's going on over there in that area, because I've only been in the Post Falls, Coeur d'Alene area. So I will bring you along the journey if anything else comes up. I also have to show you my stickers. I'll have to show them outside, but I did get my CSV sticker because I passed my inspection yesterday. The snow is here. Hopefully you can see the snow-capped mountains, and we're probably gonna end up going through it, but the weather's been cold, 30 degrees, but dry. No rain, no snow. So hopefully as we go through these mountains, it stays that way. Alright guys, taking a little break. Not a long break, but just pulled over to take a pee and check load securement, because you got to check it, you know, after you first load it, like 150 miles or 3 hours, something like that. But also wanted to show you my sticker. So it's October, so I'm not sure what the 2 means, but yeah, they put that on the window, and they also put it here on the trailer. So that should help going forward, going through way stations. And because I didn't record earlier, this is the load. It's 40 foot, 5,000 pounds, and it's like HDPE pipe or something, but not very thick. But that's what we're taking, and yeah, gonna double check all this, top off my fuel, and get back on the road.